Thanks for staying with us on Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style. And special thanks to Mellow Joy, the original Cajun Coffee, for sponsoring our program. It's always great to see young people getting involved in the community. We support the efforts of the 705, and one of their folks, Skyra Rideaux, joins us. Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Okay, we're going to get into your event in just a minute, but a little bit about you. What's your day job? What do you do here in the community?
So I'm the executive director of Lafayette Community Healthcare Clinic, and we are a for-purpose organization. And what we do is we provide medical, dental, and pharmaceutical services at no charge to the working uninsured of Lafayette Parish.
Okay, so that's quite an undertaking.
Yes, absolutely.
And that dental is so important. It gets overlooked so often, but that's really the place where you've got to get an early start.
Absolutely, and we try to make sure that we let folks know that. So we have a lot of really great internal partners as well. We have the LSU Dental Hygiene Program that's located inside of our clinic. And then Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital and Lourdes Foundation runs our community pharmacy, which is expanded to some other parishes that touch Lafayette Parish as well.
Oh, that's great. So you're in the 705, and they've talked you into being a chairperson. So let's talk about your event. Let's talk about your event.
Absolutely. So it's called the Gulf Coast Young Professional Summit. And it was kind of a brainchild of a couple of young professionals in the 705 who wanted to start this really great event to bring young professionals together from the entire region. So we're not just talking about the state of Louisiana or New Orleans and Baton Rouge. We're talking about Houston, Austin, Montgomery, Mobile, Jackson.
Anybody, one day's drive, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So we're trying to activate young professionals. Our goal is to get them all together, create kind of a mecca and a culture and a learning environment, and spark some type of activation with these young professionals. And the way that we're going to do that is we have a really great and amazing keynote speaker. He's very young. His name is Jason Lukash. He was on seasons 2 and 3 of Shark Tank.
Okay.
And he was featured in Entrepreneur magazine as the Entrepreneur of the Year, and Inc. magazine as one of America's fastest growing companies.
Wow.
So he's going to come down. He's going to be our keynote speaker, kind of get us kicked off.
And I read in your brief that September 10th, 11th, is that correct? And what's the venue?
Absolutely. It is the Ramada Lafayette Conference Center right off of I-49. And we're going to have a really amazing panel of speakers. There are 16 speakers. There are 4 different tracks that they can also choose from as well. So whether you're into social and community or business and finance, or you just want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, which is innovating from within an organization you already work for, we have something for everyone.
And what's the goal? How many folks are you trying to get to come to this? Is there a number, or are you just going to say we're starting it?
We're starting it.
Okay.
I'm just going to say we're starting
That's it. Here we go.
Absolutely. Here we go. Take off. Come and support it.
Well, you'll be driving some dollars to the hotels and such here, so you'll be helping the local economy as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. We're working very closely with Lafayette Visitors Convention Center. So we just have the word out. We have a lot of really great sponsors who are on board. The Acadiana Advocate is promoting it for us in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Home Bank is a sponsor, so is Vanita Mamero and Lafayette Economic Development Authority. So some really great people on board with this.
All right, well, give us some sort of a phone number, a website, or both, how people can find out more about this.
Absolutely. So the phone number they can call is area code 619-990-3978, or they can visit the website, which is gulfcoastypsummit.com.
All right, Skyra, good luck, and thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay, it is the Gulf Coast Young Professionals Summit. It is September 10th and 11th here in Lafayette. We're going to take a look at a Cox 4 feature. It is from downtown Lafayette. It is the Children's Museum of Acadiana. Take a look.
This museum was begun by 3 ladies who had a dream for our community, and that was to build the museum.
New Iberia wanted one and Opelousas wanted one, but since we were living here, we thought, this would be the easiest place.
Not only did they build the museum, they have truly kept the museum operational for the now almost 20 years.
We went out into the community and we were able to raise all the infrastructure for the museum within a couple of years. It took us 2 to 3 years to actually put everything together and build the basic museum. And then we went out into the communities and we got companies that would sponsor the different exhibits. And so here today, there have been a few changes, but we're here to say that Lafayette's community is absolutely fabulous.
We have certain educational programming. We have regular field trips where schools can book a date and come into the museum and have a museum experience, but we also have special educational programming that's kind of an extension of the classroom. The classes are able to come into the museum and learn what they've been learning in the classroom, but in a hands-on way. It's just another way to learn. Everyone's learning differently. Integration's a big part of the classroom now, so being able to come to the museum and reinforce those things that they're learning in school is a big help to the teachers.
My job is to make sure that we have all the supplies we need for the programs to run, that the exhibit stations are staffed, that the staff has been trained in our special programming, and to make sure that we know at the front desk to get the word out to people and visitors who people call that what special programs and projects we're doing, because we also do a number of workshops in one of our stations, the Rideaux. We do special programming workshops, we do free workshops, we do paid workshops, we do a whole gamut of activities for people, including summer camps and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and different kind of scout programs. All of those things are coordinated and done through our Rideaux. And that's what we do, is make sure that we have people here to handle them and that they have the supplies they need and that our visitors are greeted by people when they come into the museum. That we're not just an empty building where kids are left to play in a corner without any idea what they're doing. We help them. We're here to facilitate their play and facilitate their activities in each station.
We partner with the Acadiana Symphony. We go to schools, we go to the Heart Association, we've partnered with them. We provide books and reading for our children and an art project for underprivileged children during the summer. UL too, we partner with a lot of departments at UL. So yes, we partner with probably 20 to 30 agencies. We're a private nonprofit, so we're unto ourselves. We're not a part of any agency. We're not part of the city, we're not part of the state, we're not part of United Way, we're just a private nonprofit.
We are looking towards the next 20 years of operation. Where the board in particular is working very hard to, first of all, retire our debt. We're still paying on the mortgage for the building. We hope to have that completely paid out in the next 3 to 5 years. And we are then poised and ready. We've got a whole second floor here that we haven't even begun to touch. So one of the concrete things we would like to do is to be able to expand, to put some permanent exhibits upstairs and to increase our special event space. And I think the second floor offers us great opportunities to do that. We would also like to, in the very near future, get secure funding sources in place. We would like to be able to build up endowment to the extent that some of our programs and exhibits will be able to be self-perpetuating. And we will be able to continue to provide these, but also to make changes and upgrades and advancements as needs and will impact in positive ways.
For more information, they can reach the museum through its website, www.cmalaf.org. The museum's email is info@cmalaf.org, so they're able to reach us through that. They can drop by the museum. We'll be glad to talk to them about anything.
We are in the heart of downtown Lafayette. We are in, for the older folks, the Old Hyman grocery store. We are next to the Park International and right also next to Park Sans Souci, the one with the fountain.
We're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the things we do here at Cox 4, Louisiana's local television. Stay with us.